Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. I'm Yasir Siddiq. I would like to share my study in this special occasion, in this Progressive and Fun Education International Conference. Let me share my screen. Okay. I'm with Kistantia Mumpuni, Rina Astuti, Noval Isartono, and Harun Chokoprayitno. Would like to present our study entitled Students' Self-Regulation During Virtual Learning, a Rasch Model Analysis. A student should have a sufficient self-regulation to achieve a learning goal. In this situation, there are two or maybe three kind of learning: face-to-face learning, and then virtual learning or full virtual learning, and also blended or hybrid learning. In the case of face-to-face learning, students interact to teacher, to peers directly in the classroom. However, in the full virtual learning, students have to manage their motivation, their plans, their skills, and their willingness by themselves. Therefore, self-regulation is very crucial in the virtual learning. Also, self-regulation is a part of metacognition skills, which already well known as a important factor in the learning. And however, students' self-regulation during virtual learning is limited to be reported or examined. Therefore, this study aimed to examine the students' regulation during virtual learning. I think, this study is quite simple research in the classroom. With the design of research was a quantitative survey, quantitative research, and then the participants were 80 participants, consist of students of higher education. Data collection and analysis, we used online questionnaire instrument to collect the data. Then the data were analyzed using Rasch model analysis with WinStep Rasch measurement application. The results showed the item measurement. This table indicate the quality of the question. We have 20 questions in the questionnaire, and the results show the quality of the question can be seen from the reliability value, which was 0.96, and separation value, which was 6.54, and outfit and infit value was according to the standard. And we have 6 criteria of questions. They were very difficult, and then moderately easy, and very easy. This graph showed the result of students' answer. There are 2 groups of students. First were students of 2019 class, which in this table, in this graph, indicated by group A or blue line in this graph. And then group B was students from 2020 class, or we indicated here as group B with a red line. And based on the answer of the students, the questions, the quality of question was according to the normal line, which the normal line indicated here as a green line. And one question, which was question 14, the results showed this question was biased. This question was about noisy sounds disrupt my concentration easily. When students doing the virtual learning, they confused about the question, but noisy sounds in the surrounding of the student during virtual learning easily disrupt the concentration of the student. With this question, student confused, then the result was biased. The result of red map showed the distribution of the participants and the questions. It means the distribution of the answer and the question, participant and the question show the normal data or show that students can answer the question. Remark 68 M means the 68 respondents are male, and 16th F means the 16th respondent are female. So this red map also showed that our question can be answered by the student normally. Another finding is that the average logic person is plus 1.13, which indicates that respondents' capacity to control their behavior during answering this question was good. This finding showed that student self-regulation was strong throughout the virtual learning experience. Good self-regulated students ought to achieve high learning outcomes. However, this data is still ongoing process that we analyze the student learning outcomes. The participants answered the question about learning motivation positively. However, some respondents lack of positive attitude during virtual learning. Self-regulation is part of the component of learning strategies of students during virtual learning. Another component of learning strategy is skills and willingness to study. Previous findings argue that self-regulation is crucial for student success in learning, not only learning but also making decisions, then solving problems and planning future education. In addition, willingness and skill in planning learning strategies are also important. Students should have the ability to regulate themselves in achieving learning goals. And then, according to the Piaget's cognitive theory, students enter the normal rational states, early age of maturity, who already have the ability to solve the problem. So I think the problem solving is also important in terms of regulate student themselves to achieve the learning goal. In conclusion, student self-regulation was strong throughout the virtual learning experience. However, we are still curious about the self-regulation of students during face-to-face learning. Therefore, it will be examined in the near future. Thank you for your attention and your suggestion, and your question is very important for us. are very important for us to improve our study. Thank you very much again for your attention. See you, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.